Hey there, this is Martin from More Niche. Just doing a video on how to promote PhenGold. So this is the affiliate how to promote guide. So I'm just going to run through this guide and show you exactly how you can promote it and obviously make as many sales as possible from this amazing brand. Now we're just going to give it a minute or so for people to join us live, and then we will kick off. And there's roughly about a 30-second delay from me talking to you hearing. So we'll just give it a couple of minutes or so. Obviously, if you have any questions and you're watching the recording, please do feel free to drop me an email, comment, anything like that, and I'll be more than happy to answer anything that you've got. So yeah, we'll just give it a couple of minutes to get started. Okay, we'll kick off, and no doubt we'll have people pop in and out, which is perfectly fine. If you're watching the recording, please do not hesitate to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and then you'll be notified when I do another video. So in this video, this is the affiliate how to promote guide for PhenGold. Like I say, I am Martin, and I'm here as your affiliate support. So I'm your dedicated affiliate manager. So if you've got any questions, you need any help, support with your promotions of PhenGold, then please do get in touch. I'm more than happy to help. If you want content ideas, marketing opportunities, or even just let me give your site a review and see how we can help boost your traffic and sales, then definitely get in touch. My email is martin.slack@moreniche.com. with my Skype being martin.moreniche. So do get in touch if you've got any questions or just need any support. So what we're going to go through today is basically what PhenGold is, why you should be promoting PhenGold, a kind of like a template of writing a PhenGold review and a good way of actually formatting that. And then we'll go through some keyword research, some content ideas, and then basically what's coming up, and some site structure examples that should be in there as well. So let's start off. What is PhenGold? So PhenGold is basically one of our top performing weight loss pills. It's a prescription-free alternative to phentermine, which is a well-known weight loss drug, which has now been banned. So therefore, there's even more people searching for it. It's a massive sub-niche of weight loss. And PhenGold basically works in multiple ways to help people achieve their weight loss goals. So it doesn't just do it in one way. It basically helps it in many different ways. It helps to burn fat, reduce hunger, and also speed up the metabolism. So it's kind of like a triple threat weight loss product. So it definitely helps to combat it from multiple angles. So if you're looking for a weight loss product that your visitors are going to love, then you need to be promoting PhenGold. So first of all, why should you promote PhenGold? So there's 40% commission on all orders. So if you make an order now and the person purchases, you get 40%. If they then come back in 1, 2, 3 months' time, then you'll get 40% of that sale as well. so you get repeat orders throughout. We do lifetime cookies, so you'll continue to get sales for future reorders. Now, the average order value at the moment of recording this was £67.32, so massive order value. We work really hard to try and encourage the purchase of the bigger packages, which generally means more commissions for you. So the average earning per sale that an affiliate will make is £26.92, which is massive. One sale making £26, which I believe is around about $28, $30. Like I said, we offer lifetime cookies, and we also do multiple sales tracking methods. So we don't just track with the standard cookie tracking. We have cookie tracking, we've got IP tracking, we've got session tracking. Some brands, we obviously use Amazon tracking. So we continue to look into different ways of tracking to ensure that you get credited for every sale that you generate. We do one-to-one, so continued optimization of conversion rates. So we have a team that continue to do split tests and testing to make sure you get the very best conversion rates out there. And like I said at the start, we do one-to-one support and mentoring. So I'm always available, generally night and day, to help you make more sales. We've got resources, so banners, images, keyword lists, all of that stuff. Anything that you could need to promote PhenGold, we have, or just let me know and we can create it. That is not a problem. Like I say, we've also been in the industry, in the weight loss industry, for over 20 years. So we have a lot of experience in this niche compared to a lot of alternative networks. And also compared to a lot of networks, we are 100% affiliate first. So we started out as affiliates ourselves, and there just wasn't a good enough network out there that had the affiliate as the priority. So obviously Andy Slack created more niche to fill that gap. And where most networks are very advertiser focused, we are 100% affiliate focused and affiliate first. So yeah. So PhenGold benefits. Like I said, PhenGold has been formulated to basically give your visitors the very best results. And this is actually based on a lot of years within this industry. And because of that, we know that we're able to improve on products that are already in the market, many of which within the Phen market is ones that we've actually helped to market ourselves. So we know a ton about this niche. So PhenGold benefits include burns fat, increases metabolism, reduces appetite, safe alternative to phentermine, made from high quality ingredients, no side effects, manufactured in the US as well as the EU, and 100% money back guarantee. So those are just some key benefits that you can share with your visitors to show exactly why PhenGold is the best choice for them. And that's important because that's ultimately what's going to increase your conversions. You want to be able to provide your visitors with a good quality product because they'll continue using it again and again, and you'll continue to see those reorders. So the next section is writing a PhenGold review. And it's not just a case of just writing a few bits about PhenGold and hoping it's going to make sales. You really need to put time and effort into your reviews and actually show people why PhenGold is going to help them reach their goals. You need to look at it as not necessarily a way to make money, but a way to actually provide your visitors with something that's going to help their problem. You're providing a solution to their problem. So over the next few slides, we're just basically going to go through how I personally would structure the perfect review. This is something that I have been, working through for over 10 years at More Niche, looking at lots of different reviews, actually having many reviews myself for obviously non-More Niche products and see what has worked well for me. But obviously, it's not a format that is set in stone. Obviously, play around with it. It's just more for your inspiration and just sharing what I've learned over the years. Now, the review format of this one is going to be a factual review. So it's going to be more about what it is, how it works. We're not necessarily going to be put in any personal thoughts or feelings because we've not actually used that product. Now, one way of doing that is to actually go that extra step, purchase the product and actually use it and get more of a personal review. You can build more of a personal review into your content, and that's just going to help build trust, which is going to help boost your conversions. So the first thing we want to focus on is writing a good introduction to your review. Okay, this section is incredibly important as it's basically what is going to be used to grab the attention of your visitor. And you want to grab that attention within the first couple of seconds, or they will be gone and they won't come back. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you do not want to explain what they're going to find out in the review, but instead you want to focus on their pain points. You want to write about why they need to use PhenGold. You need to grab that emotion. So the first thing is, an example is tired of reading about miracle pills that they claim they're going to help you lose weight. I've actually tried so many. There are some out there that will help you lose belly fat and actually see results. PhenGold is fairly new, but has already seen a lot of attention, blah, blah, blah. So what we're doing there is we're highlighting pain points. So if you go to Google and you type in weight loss pills, then it's going to look at the people recently asked section. And that is typically where you can spot people as pain points. So something that is there a lot is people wanting to lose belly fat. Another thing that is there a lot is whether or not they actually work. So this answers both of their pain points and then also introduces the validity of PhenGold. So you're obviously going to want your intro to be a little bit longer than that, but you obviously get the idea. So again, the aim of the intro is to get their attention and show them that this product is what's going to help them see the results that they're looking for. And you've only got a few seconds, like I said, so you really want to get them to stay on your review. So just a couple of takeaways. Keep the sentences short. You don't want big paragraphs of text in your introduction. You want it to be easy to read, so just short sentences. Don't tell them what they already know. They know it's a PhenGold review, so you don't need to tell them that it's a PhenGold review. And show them how you're actually going to solve those pain points, and then build trust and authority by showing that you've done your research. So the section of I've tried a number of weight loss pills, blah blah blah. That's showing your trust and your authority because you've actually used products within this niche. So the next section is obviously what is PhenGold. So you've gone through your introduction, you then go to what is the actual product. So hopefully now you've got their attention. So you're just obviously explaining what it is. Again, you want to keep sentences short, easy to understand. And what I tend to do as close to the top as possible is just have a couple of paragraphs explaining what PhenGold is. You could add obviously a few key benefits, so bullet pointed list. And then I'd also put an image next to that content so they can clearly see what product they're reading about, with a clear call to action button, just so that they don't necessarily have to read through the entire review to click through and obviously purchase the product. And like I said, the picture tells 1,000 words, so this is going to help them show what they're actually reading about. And when it comes to the call to action button, it's really important that you make that color the complete opposite to the color in your branding. So if you've got a logo which has got blue and greens, then make your call to action button red. If you've got red and blue in there, then make it green. So you just kind of want to make those buttons stand out completely from your content. Next, we'll go through the PhenGold ingredients. So what I would personally have is PhenGold ingredients as a subheading, and then each individual ingredient would be a H3 subheading. And then I'd write 150, 250 plus words about that ingredient, about how it works, about the benefits of it being in PhenGold, and then have an image next to that ingredients, and then also add in some clinical study links if you can do, just obviously help back up that trust and that authority. Next up, you want to obviously just list the benefits. So you can do this in a number of ways. You can either do this in bullet point form to make them stand out, or you can do it as paragraphs, as subheadings and then paragraphs. I tend to find that the bullet points works really well just because it breaks up the formatting of the previous text. So you tend to have paragraph, 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 bullet point, and it just stands out really well. And this section is important because it's obviously going to help pre-sell the product more. Next, I like to have a comparison. So PhenGold versus another product. And these work really well because it helps you to show your visitors why PhenGold is actually the best one on the market. And it's good to also have a potential table there showing what is missing from individual products. So you can just show that you've done your research and you're sharing that information. And what that's going to do is just basically help build up that trust. And you'll see an example in just a moment. Again, next one is, does PhenGold have any side effects? So side effects is something that a lot of people look into. It's a very common search term because naturally people are worried that they may see side effects. So this gives you a really good opportunity to reassure your visitor and show that they're not going to see any negative effects from the product. You can then obviously also mention that the ingredients are natural, but then at the same time, you could also be a bit subjective and show your independence a little bit more and help build trust. So PhenGold is obviously a caffeine-based fat burner. So you could mention, you know, all the ingredients are natural. You won't see any side effects. If you do have a low tolerance to caffeine, then you may see some impact from that, just to kind of keep yourself not looking too salesy and again, more independent and just giving the visitor information that they would find useful. Next up, we have a pros and cons section. And personally, I love doing pros and cons in reviews because not every single product on the market is going to be 100% perfect. And basically showing the negatives as well as the positives is another way of showing that you are independent and you're building that trust and helping them see that you know, you've done your research and there are good things and bad things. Personally, I don't like using pros and cons. I like using things like what I like, what I don't like. It's just a bit more, a bit more natural, a bit softer. It's a little less salesy. And the good thing is that you can also turn negatives into positives. So we've got our positives here, and then we have our negatives. But what we've done here is one negative might be high levels of caffeine, but caffeine is a proven way to burn fat. So you kind of turn in that negative into a positive, and then only available online, although you know you're getting a deal. So again, you're turning that negative into a positive, which is going to help to just reassure the visitor that they're going to see good results from PhenGold. Next, we have how much does it cost? A lot of people want to know that they're not going to be spending too much money on a product. They, especially at the time with obviously COVID and all that stuff, we're trying to save as much money as possible. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of adding pricing to a review, just because it can put people off. Your review is there to help pre-sell the product, and the pricing should really be staying on the offer page where they're already pre-sold into this product that then needs selling to. So rather than having pricing, I tend to use this section as a way of getting savings and deals on there. So like the buy two, get one free deal. Or you can also show the pricing in a different way, so in a more appealing way, by breaking down the cost per day or per pill. So for example, instead of saying one bottle of PhenGold is $39.99, you can say something like, you can use PhenGold and see weight loss for as little as £1.30 per day. That's less than a cup of coffee. So it's just a way of breaking it down and making it look less of a sales thing. And then finally, we have the where to buy PhenGold. So this is basically pointing the visitor to go to the offer page. And sometimes you just need to tell people what to do. You need to tell them to click here. You need to tell them to go here to purchase. Or they just might not. They might get confused. They might go back. So by having this, you're literally just telling them where to go. and then ending the review. So a lot of people might just end the review there. I tend to use a conclusion thing, but rather than calling it as in conclusion, because it's quite harsh, quite official, I normally end it personally with final thoughts. But I've seen ones with like bottom line, things like that that work really well. And in this section, you're just going to basically summarize the review in just a few paragraphs, and then obviously making sure you've got your keywords in there for your on-page stuff. And then you could actually also end the review with a PhenGold review, image of the product, some key benefits, and then a call to action link, just to reinforce the benefits of the product. So if we put it all together, hopefully you can see this okay. We basically have our introduction here. We've got what is PhenGold here with some key benefits, image there, button here. We then have the ingredients section. So we would have an image of this ingredient here, we'd have it here, we'd have it here, and obviously along here as well. Again, another button to grab attention and to click through if they've read all they need to read. The benefits here. Then we have the comparisons here. So as you can see, we've got a nice chart here which shows ingredient 1. Yes, it does have, no, it doesn't. Ingredient 2, pricing, things like that. So you can just kind of highlight which one is better in that respect. The side effects, again, what I like, what I don't like, we've got that here, and that really stands out in the review. You know, these borders really help it pop and stand out. Then we've got obviously how much does it cost. We've got a where to buy with an image of the screenshot of the website, just so that it helps the visitor to see what the website looks like, so that when they click through, they know that they're in the right place. Obviously, it's really important to update this when a website design changes as well, just so it doesn't cause any confusion. Then we've got final thoughts here, and then, like I said, just a product overview thing here. I don't know if you can see that, so I'll just move my, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to move my face, but I can't. Where do I move my face? There we go, I can move my face there, out of the way. So then, as you can see, we have this section here, which just has PhenGold review, key benefits, image, and then a call to action. Obviously, make that look prettier than that. Put my face back where it was. So yeah, just some writing and reviews, some key takeaways. So there's just some things to think about when you are writing your reviews. I've said it several times, but keep your sentences short. So many times I see sentences that are 20 words, 25 words, and they're just really long, and they just look long. So keep the sentences short and keep them varied. So, you know, have a sentence which is 1 line, have a sentence which is 2 lines, have a sentence which is 3 words. You know, just break it up and mix up the length of your sentences, just to help break up the pattern of that wall of text. It really, really does help with the user and getting them to read your content more. Keep the content simple, use small, simple words. You know, you want to write your content for a 7-year-old. So rather than talking, whether people know him or not, rather than writing your content like Russell Brand, where you're using, you know, massive words that nobody understands, just break it down into simple, understandable words. It's going to make it a lot easier for your content to be read and then convert. Obviously, add content to get your reader emotionally invested. So obviously get emotion into that and talk about their goals, what they're wanting, what pain points they've got, get that into your content. Next, you want to add a bit of personality to content. So a good way of doing this is having an inner voice. So having your own monologue. So when I write a piece of content, I'll be thinking to myself, what would I say when I'm reading this? Or imagine I'm talking to one person next to me rather than the entire internet. What would I, what joke would I be having? Things like this, just to break it in there and get it in there. There was one example of that, is that I was reviewing a number of blenders for kitchen equipment, and part of the content I put, I've tried a number of different blenders. ask my wife, there's loads in the cupboard. You know, things like that, just to get that emotion, get that personality across, and people will connect to you better because you've got that personality there as well. Use bold italic to get key points in your inner voice into your content. Again, it just breaks up that content as well. It just helps to break it up. And then again, break text up with images. So very simple things that you can do quite easily. And there's a link here which will basically take you to a video that I did on copywriting tips. Next, we've got some phentermine keywords. So these are basically some phentermine focused keywords that I created, and we've got a spreadsheet for those there, so you can download the entire list, just highlighting the different phentermine focused keywords, the keyword difficulty, the volume, the clicks, that you can use to basically get some content ideas. We've got some link bait keyword ideas. So these are basically keywords that you will very unlikely rank for because they are incredibly competitive. But what you do, what you do is you'd create a piece of content, such as 7-day diet plan for weight loss. You'd create that. You would then use that to build backlinks. So you would contact the sites that are linking to those that are ranking and see if you can get a backlink from them. And then you'd use internal linking to pass link juice from that link bait article through to your best XYZ content or your product review content. So these are example for link bait keywords. Then we've got some low keyword difficulty keywords. So these are obviously low keyword difficulty at the point of recording this. They may go up, they may go down. But these are a lot easier to attain for smaller sites. Obviously, if you've got a brand new site, you might want to go for the much smaller ones. But this is just a good keyword list that you can use that are fairly low competition, but still have a decent amount of searches. And I personally would still create content for a keyword that's only getting a few hundred search volumes per month, because they tend to get more than what these tools say. And also, if you can rank #1 for a low volume keyword that can then build backlinks naturally, you can use internal linking again to feed that through to your main content. And then I've done a spreadsheet on content ideas. So this is basically articles that you could write, and gives a volume, the main keyword difficulty, the word count target, and the type. So what I've basically done with this is, as an example, we have phentermine and alcohol. So you could create a piece of content around phentermine and the effects of alcohol and phentermine together and the effects of weight loss. It gets roughly 1,500 search volumes, main keyword difficulty is 3, and the word count is 900 to 1,400. So that's basically saying that those that are currently ranking for that keyword have between this, on average, this amount of word count. So you know that you need to do at least 900 words for you to, be in comparison with those ranking. And I've got all these from Surfer SEO. So it's just a guideline, something to aim towards. And then the type is basically the type of content. So these are money content. So this is what's going to be generating you revenue. And then your supporting content is what you'd create to basically help with your internal linking to your money pages. Then we've got some ideas of site structure. So these are just some quick examples of how you could structure your websites promoting PhenGold. So I'll go into more detail in these now. So first of all, we have the PhenGold review. So this is the review of PhenGold, and then you've got some supporting content. So you've got this first piece of supporting content of what is phentermine. That will then basically link through to your PhenGold review. You then have individual supporting pieces of content here. So phentermine side effects, phentermine reviews, how long does it stay in your system, phentermine and alcohol. And basically all of these would link to what is phentermine, and it would also link to your PhenGold review. And what this will basically do is any of these get backlinks, then it's basically going to be passing that link juice through to this page and then also to this page. And then what happens is all of these will also link to each other. So this one will link to that one will link to that one will link to that one. The what is phentermine one will link to one. So I've got it linking to this one. and then PhenGold review also links to this one. So what basically happens is you create a internal link juice loop. So if, for example, you get a backlink to this piece of content, that's going to pass the link juice to here and to here, like I said. The link juice that goes here is then going to pass down to here, and that's then going to pass down to here, which is going to go round here and back up again. So you're basically creating a loop of that link juice. You're recycling that link juice and constantly keeping it flowing around your site, and just to help give it that extra authority, that extra boost. And then we can do the same with best XYZ content. So you can build your best XYZ, best fat burner page here. That links to your PhenGold review, and your PhenGold review would link to this page. And then you've got your supporting piece of content here, and it does the exact same thing. So all of these will link to this piece of content. They'll then link one to each other and back again. So this one will link to this piece, it'll link to this piece, and then it'll link to this piece. Oops. And this one basically links back to that, back to that one as well. And then this one links here. So you're constantly just recycling that link juice, and it's just passing it around your site. So what's to come with PhenGold? We've got a new website design coming out. So that's coming very soon. That's being worked on at the moment to give it that more of a PHENTERMINE kind of clinical look that PHENTERMINE typically has. And it's looking, from what I've seen so far, it's looking incredible. The packaging is changing as well. So the actual box is going to go more PHENTERMINE, it's going to go more blues and whites, and it's looking really, really spectacular. So I'm really looking forward to that. New website copy. So the copy is being redone. Obviously, because of the way PHENTERMINE was released, we obviously had to rush to get the product out on a very late Friday night, Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday. So we were all working tirelessly through the night to get PhenGold out. So even though conversions are really good, there's definitely some improvements that need to be made on the content and the way they look. So that's being done now. So that's going to help take them to the next level even more. And we continue doing CRO tests as well to improve those conversions as well. So that is it. That is basically how to promote PhenGold and how you can basically generate some really, really good commissions with PhenGold. It's an incredible product. I know personally how good the niche is. It's an amazing niche. I'm seeing some incredible conversion rates from people already. So yeah, definitely recommend pushing it. Let's have a look. Any questions? So Jess 31 TV, been promoted for about 6 months, not had any sales. Definitely reach out, definitely get in touch with me, and I'll just have a look at your review, just see if there's a reason why it might not be making any sales. See where the traffic's coming from as well, just to see if there's kind of like a disconnect, should I say, between the traffic and the content and the brand site, and see if we can get those all aligned, and that should help to generate some sales. So yeah, definitely reach out, and I'll be more than happy to take a look and see what we can do to improve that. Like I say, whether it's a traffic issue, whether it's a content issue, or there's just some form of disconnect. And if you want my contact details, let's get back to the start. There we go. In case you don't have them, I'll put them on the screen. Here we go. So it's martin.slack@moreniche.com or martin@moreniche.com. Either is fine, as long as you use a Y instead of an I, because I spell it strange for some reason. No idea why. Or Skype martin.moreniche, and yeah, be more than happy to take a look. And like I said to anyone, I'd be more than happy to do site reviews, content ideas, all of that good stuff. Yeah, anytime, night or day. So cool. Any more questions? If not, we will leave it there. Obviously, if you're watching the recording, please feel free to ask any questions in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to answer those. Obviously, if you don't want to do that, again, drop me an email and I'll be more than happy to help. And yeah, I'll see you next time testing a few new tools. So hopefully I'll do a video soon on different tools that I've started testing out and using to help improve traffic and sales and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully have something soon for that. So until next time, bye for now.